See this, man? Check this out. This is on the news. I saw it's a military thing, but I want to show you. It's kind of crazy. So I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but they're sending a destroyer over to Israel. So there's talk and reports that Iran's gonna attack Israel in the next 48, 72 hours. So they're sending a warship over there to be prepared in case there's an Iranian strike in Israel, because Israel shot rockets and hit the I think it was the Iranian embassy in Syria, I believe it was. So now there's a lot of talk that, hey, there's going to be like a huge attack from Iran, and of course we got our nose in there. But I saw that and I thought that was kind of interesting to see. You know what I mean? Like, especially with all the stuff about recruiting and numbers and all that. It's like, man, like we can't just mind our own business, do our own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's we've never minded our own fucking business.
I know, it's crazy.
We got assets over there. We got
Yeah.
money over there. You know what I'm saying? We got stuff we need to protect, and stuff we need to make sure we keep access to. So I can see why they're fighting for their crumbs that are over there and their footprints. But a lot of times too, it's like show of force, shock and awe type shit. Like, yo, we still out here. We're right here. You know what I'm saying?
It's nuts though, isn't it? It's crazy.
Crazy. What do you mean?
Just to be sending more warships over there. You have troops over there doing, trying to help with aid. And then you have, that's a lot of people gone and being spread thin. And then was it yesterday or day before, the FBI director said that there's expecting an imminent terrorist attack in the US to avoid large gatherings, that kind of stuff. It's just crazy how the world works, man,
Yeah.
Just nuts, especially in today's day and age, with how hypersensitive it is and all the stuff out there. It's just holy jamoli,
Yeah, I mean, credible threats are always there. I feel like when we know about them, it's either too late or it's too late and they've already squashed it. You know what I mean?
Do you think they announced it out loud as a fear tactic to people? Since obviously there's so many attacks, but like to come out and say it, you think that's like a fear tactic on people, or do you think that the FBI is really genuinely like, hey, we think something's coming up? Because I think it was with the Israel attack, the Russian attack, the US came out after and it's like, yep, we knew about this, we warned them, and nobody heard about it. But of course, in our own country, they say, yeah, hey, expect an attack. I wonder if it's a scare tactic or they're so wanting to make sure they're ahead of the curve.
I mean, who benefits from us being on alert? Who benefits from us being on standby and on edge?
I would say first the federal government, because people will give the rights up for it. Secondly, the military complex, man. That's more money that we can use to spend. Like, look, hey, we have all these threats. You need to buy this. You need to buy that. You need to buy this,
And then what do they start do when we're at war, right? What does war bring?
Oh, your GDP, your gross domestic product, it goes straight up. Your economy's great. I mean, if you look with the Ukrainian war, I mean, our GDP is really good for everything that we're exporting out to them. So yeah, I mean, I think it's more of a scare tactic to drum up, especially in a super politicized world we live in now. Like, it's so crazy to see stuff on the news and TV and that. It does, it makes you wonder, like, hey, why would you announce that now? You know what I mean?
So there's also the seasonal thing, right? Like certain times of year, shit pops off. When you're talking about elections, as soon as election conversations happen.
Yeah, good point.
Whether it's both, here in the U.S. or countries abroad, if there's an election going on, there's some kind of domestic terrorism or some kind of terrorism, stirring the pot. Because that's they want to get into those spots, man. That's where all the media is going to be. That's where everyone's eyes are.
And it's crazy. And then here, I'll show you another one, man, real quick. So this one, more troops, equipment headed to the Middle East amid Iranian threats.